What's up, guys? This is Kensuke from KensukeART.com, author and illustrator for Manga for Dummies and figure drawing for dummies. And today we're taking a little normal departure from our regular shooting style and shooting live because, as you see, I am recording on my iPad. Yes, Clip Studio Paint does make a software version for the iPad Pro, and I just have to say I love it. It's awesome. It's a very, very powerful tool. And in some senses, it's a lot more versatile than the standard Wacom pencil, which I, hold on a second, let's see if I can grab it. Ugh, right here. This is my Wacom tablet that I use on my Cintiq. And while I love this pencil, it does not have always the features that I wish it would have compared to the pencil. Now, albeit the pencil does not have the eraser, which I wish it did have, but it makes up drastically in other places, and I just wanted to quickly demonstrate for you one feature that I really like in general. So without any further delay, here we go. Now I'm going to try my best to hold this my camera steady as much as possible while I'm doing this, because I am doing this for the first time. Be gentle with me, guys. And here I have a new document. I'm going to go ahead and show you what I wanted to, which is this feature right here, this edge feature. And what I can do with it, if I point it like a traditional charcoal style, I can create a gradation. The stronger I hold down, the darker it gets, and the less pressure I put, the lighter it gets, which is so awesome because the Wacom stylus does not do it. Yes, it does have a tilt feature, but does not have this this sensitivity or versatility that the iPencil does have. Now, why am I so excited? Well, for a very, very good reason, and this opens up a whole new gap. I mean, this bridges the whole new gap between traditional and digital. Now, albeit it is not the perfect without its own little quirks and everything like that. But allow me to demonstrate why I think this is game changing. Well, at least for me it is. I'm going to select my pencil icon, and I'm going to loosely sketch a cylinder surface. We're going to draw a sphere here, and I'm going to tilt it on the side and create this shading, which would have taken me like multitude of other brushes, and it just feels so natural. And it goes like here. I can increase the density. And you feel this, it almost gives you that sense of traditional sculpting of a three-dimensional object on a two-dimensional flat space. I'm excited, guys. I'm really loving this, and it gets better. It does get better. So normally when you're working with charcoal, you use what to smudge the texture. You use this little thing here, this guy here, your index finger. And what the iPad version of Clip Studio Paint allows you to do is, I'm going to zoom right up there, and you're going to see an icon. You're only going to see this with the iPad version, not the desktop version. It's this little key that has this finger pointing to the screen. What that allows you to do, if I click here, is right here, I get to select a different function, a temporary function for whatever tool I want. In this case, I've chosen the textured blender on the long press. So this basically means that if I hold my finger down on the screen long enough, it will temporarily switch the tool to a textured blender. You'll see in a moment why I'm so excited again. Now, I see all these little textures, and I want to smooth them around to make it a little bit more sleeker and smoother. I'm going to hold my finger right down here for a couple of seconds, and I can begin to push the charcoal around. Now you say, I do say push, but you know what I mean. There's no actual physical pixel, charcoal dust here. But see, I can create this, and I can go back and rediscover my drawing again, refine it. Now, since basic shading is the lightest part of dark can never be darker than the darkest part in the light of the hemisphere, so we want to maintain that integrity here. Yeah, always press hold down for a second and do its magic. So losing the drawing and rediscovering it, that's something that I really missed in when I switched over to digital. And you know, while I'm not quite comfortable in using 100% the iPad Pro for all my work, because you know, just logistically, I just don't like how it organizes the files and everything like that. Maybe for those of you who have a different experience, please leave your comments below. I'd love to hear from you what your experiences are. Do you enjoy using the iPad Pro, or do you guys enjoy using your desktop more or your laptop more? Okay, I'm going to rediscover that. All right, it's looking kind of cool. Finish up. Hold down for a couple of seconds. Oh, sometimes it kind of has a little quirk there. There you go. It takes a little time for it to register sometimes. All right. So I'm going to get a little bit darker here because this is where we're starting to get towards the cast shadow. Darkest part right here. Now in this title, I said the almost perfect pencil, and I'm going to show you why I say almost, because as we all know, no tools are all completely without its own flaws. I want to blur the shadow just a little bit, and it's not quite, the pressure isn't quite sensitive enough to make that delicate feather impact. And you can kind of see right here, the smudge, all the blender is taking into account the color of the paper, which I don't necessarily want it to do. It kind of looks like a water stain more than anything else. So now again, this is something that you can be tweaked by adjusting the pressure of the blender that you choose and your tool preferences. But I tell you guys, and it's such a wonderful tool to work with, guys. And then, you know, I can start redefining my drawing, finding my drawing again. Again, as the line turns away from the light, it gets darker. Again, I'm doing this with one hand holding the camera, so bear with me if I'm a little bit shaky here. And now it looks like it's floating in the air. All right, well, that's good. I'm going to make sure it floats in the air then. I'm going to move this. Fine, be that way. I'm going to pretend that this is a floating sphere, an orb, a mysterious orb. And I'm going to try to blend that. Oh. Let's find the pencil again. I can switch over to my flat and create a softer texture. And as I tilt, this is why I like, as I tilt my iPencil towards the tip, it behaves precisely like a charcoal stick would. a compressed charcoal sticks for those guys that went to art school. It's a compressed charcoal stick is something that is strong enough that it can withstand certain pressure against your paper. And what comes in handy is as you start wanting to give a little bit more oomph to it, you can start tilting it ever so slightly. I could use it towards my core shadow, which separates the light from the dark. I'm having a lot of fun here, guys, and I hope you guys get a chance for those, especially for those of you guys who are on the fence about deciding whether or not you want to get an iPad Pro or get the Clip Studio Paint for the iPad version. I believe they're running a sale right now. If they don't, they constantly run sales, and for their price, you really can't beat it, guys. It's like $17 for the whole entire year. Folks, if that's not a steal, I don't know what it is. All right, so I'm going to stop right here, although I can keep on going on because I just love this iPencil. But leave your comments below. I hope this video was helpful to you guys. Tell me if you guys enjoy using the iPad Pro. Do you guys like using Photoshop over Clip Studio Paint? Or how do you like this iPencil? Would you prefer this or the Wacom stylus? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really enjoy making these videos. Again, these videos I make are for you, and hopefully you can find these things helpful for you using your next art project. And don't forget, guys, I do have a Threadless store that is currently open. You can check out the link below in the description bottom. And until then, in Christ's peace, bye.